My name's Rob, and I'm here to tell you a story about a little brontosaurus. Well, rather a big brontosaurus, but in this tale, she's only small. And you can see here that this lovely little brontosaurus has a big, long neck, a large body, and an extremely strong tail. Oh, I wouldn't want to get hit by that tail. This story begins with a little brontosaurus walking across the plains. And she's looking for some trees, a new forest to eat, because she's eaten all the old one. It's just bare trees, all the leaves are gone, and she's wandering across the plains to go find herself a new set of trees to have a good munch on and a good eat. And possibly to find herself some dino friends too. And as she wanders across the plains, what does she see? She turns around. And there, in the plain in the background, she spies a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh dear, she says. And she looks very carefully at him. And she says, "Has he seen me? Has he seen me?" And then she saw him turn round, and his body changed, and his tail went out flat, and he crouched his knees to the ground, and he fixed his beady eyes onto her, and he said with a grin in his eyes, "I'm going to eat that brontosaurus. I wonder if she has seen me." Oh dear. And here the brontosaurus slyly and slowly turned around and pretended that she had not seen the dinosaur that was stalking her. And she started to wander off in the direction of where she thought a forest might be. And meanwhile, the Tyrannosaurus Rex started stalking her across the landscape, scuttling down amongst bushes, lying down flat when he thought she was looking, and then running behind small hills. Yes, the Tyrannosaurus Rex was stalking the Brontosaurus because he was very, very hungry. Now, off in the distance, Brontosaurus thought she saw, over there, some trees, little tips of green over the horizon, and she started to move as fast as she could, moving her great, big, bulky legs one after the other, and her tail at the back began to waggle from side to side as she moved faster. And all the while, she was glancing behind her and keeping a lookout for that Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was getting closer and closer and nearer to the little Brontosaurus. And just as the Brontosaurus thought her time was up and the Tyrannosaurus Rex was getting ready for a pounce, she saw something move through the grass. What could that be? And out of the grass came a Triceratops. Whoa! All glistening gold and blue and red in the sunlight, and the Triceratops burst out of the bushes. And he fixed his beady eyes on the Tyrannosaurus Rex. "Oh," said the Tyrannosaurus Rex, "I see a Triceratops." And the Brontosaurus turned round and looked as the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Triceratops began to circle each other round and round until they were facing each other and the Triceratops roared. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex, he roared too. And he flexed his two little Tyrannosaurus arms. And while the Tyrannosaurus wasn't looking, up came Brontosaurus, walking so slowly through the grass. The Tyrannosaurus Rex rushed at the Triceratops. They clashed. Teeth locked in horns. Oh dear, what a battle! The Tyrannosaurus Rex was winning. He had bitten the Triceratops on the back. The Triceratops had gouged his leg. Both of them were bleeding from his back and the arms. And the Triceratops was thinking his time was up too. But the Tyrannosaurus Rex hadn't seen the Brontosaurus walking across the plain. Boom, boom, boom. And she turned round with her mighty tail, her big, long, strong, wavy tail, and she lined up the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and she hit him from behind. Thwack, thwack, thwack. Roared the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, my back, my bottom, and my tail. What did that? And he turned around, and there was the Brontosaurus, waving her tail at him, looking backwards to see where to hit next. Just as the Tyrannosaurus Rex was going to go up and take a chunk out of her tail, up came the Triceratops. Da-dum, 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 and he gored the Tyrannosaurus Rex in the backside. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex ran off across the savannah, across the grass. His bottom was hurting. His tail was hurting. His back was hurting. And he was bleeding from his leg where the Triceratops had gored him. And off he ran into the distance, never to be seen again. No! And the Triceratops and the Brontosaurus looked at each other, and the Brontosaurus looked down at her newfound friend, and the Triceratops looked up at his new friend, and they smiled inside to each other, for they don't eat meat, for they are vegetarian brothers and sisters. Oh, said the Brontosaurus, do you know where any trees are that are nice to eat? Oh, said the Triceratops, I don't know about trees that are nice to eat. I only eat low-down things, but I know where some high trees are. Come on, I'll show you. And the Triceratops and the Brontosaurus walked off together in search of some nice, tasty trees and bushes to eat. Isn't it nice to make new friends, especially when they save you from being eaten? Bye now.